Before I start, I just want to say a couple of things, man. So it's really good for me to be back home in Wembley, Northwest, man. So a massive shout out to BYOB for having me here. This is my last show of the year, so I just wanted to just finish it. Yeah, man, this is my finale, man. And before I say anything, I just want to pay homage to spoken word. So I've been doing this 3 years consistently, and I've had 3 amazing years. 2019, I won the UK Entertainment Award for Best Poet.
Man. So
going into 2020, I launched obviously the Poetry Jam. So we had our last show of the year yesterday. We sold out. 250 people turned up for spoken word. That's a paid event. Paid event for spoken word. Yeah? And then we're going into 2020, 2022. I'm not going to reveal what I'm doing. So. Oh, yeah, no, you've done. Sorry, can we show you? So last year, November the 12th, 2020, myself, Mr. Reed, and Poetess Jess made history for spoken word. So we were the first artists to perform at the Mobiles. Yeah, man. So I'm just gonna get straight into it. I'm just gonna get straight into something. So before I start, I just wanna go in with this piece. This is the very first piece that I wrote. It's called Me, Myself, and I. And it's nice because I can see the development of my writing from when I started to where I am now. This is the very first piece I wrote. This in 2016, and it's called Me, Myself, and I. I just like it. So it goes like this. You see, I finally come to terms that my body is the home of 3: me, myself, and I. 3 people that can form an alliance to stand as equals. 3 people that have given a chance can change the outcome of any circumstance. Now, firstly, there is me. Now, me is a representation of everything positive in my imagination, who says no to obligations but seizes the opportunity in any situation. He doesn't know how to not believe. He applies himself daily in order to be better and achieve. And because of this, greater things his mind can conceive. Which leads me on to my next friend, who's the typical guy who likes to pretend. Allow me to introduce myself. You see this guy? He's so fake. He constantly lies and he makes mistakes. His words are wind and he hold no weight. Not one good personality trait. Unbeknown that his shit is made of glass, and it soon will break and he will land on his ass. You see, this guy makes me mad to the highest degree. I can't believe that he's actually a part of me. But all is not lost because I have a surprise. My third and final friend, and his name is I. Now, I, to put it simply, is honest and effective. He won't have anyone around him that he personally hasn't selected. You see, he's loyal to his friends and to his family he remains true. I holds everything together because he is the glue. He's the one person hardly anybody gets to see. That includes family, friends, myself, and me. But when you see him, I'm certain you can remember the time. He could be here right now, as you're listening to these rhymes. But all in all, I'm gonna need all 3, because they all make Terrell Lewis, and they will make me, me. So my friends, I thank you. And now you know my reasons why. Here's to me, myself, and I. So Tony, I didn't know the stool of it. Yeah, I've got a nice little surprise for you, lot. I'm gonna welcome a friend onto the stage. Kemi, my darling, please come to the stage and have a seat right next to me, please. Yeah, man. So I hooked up with Kemi. Come. Yeah. I like you know me.
Y'all friends, man.
Sorry.
That's cool. Yeah, man. So we're just gonna, me and Kemi just gonna vibe up here. So this is unrehearsed. This is all based upon feeling. Yeah, this is all improv. So I really want to give you guys a really good performance, man. So
Where's Big Man?
alright, so go with it should be called track 1. So basically this piece here, it's called I'm Your Conscience.
Track one,
Yeah, track one. Yeah? There you go. Perfect. You turn it down a little bit more. Kenny, where you go? We're just gonna vibes. I'm your conscience. You see, I'm that voice that gives you confidence. I'm the reason you consider consequence. I'm that author that's behind your compliments. You might know me as your conscience. You see, I give you guidance and direction. I offer communication through expression. I am the strength in your confessions. I answer all your questions. You might know me as your conscience. Try to understand that me and you together we make the perfect team. And although you're the face that people see, I'm the one that's working behind the scenes, that's constantly building to create this reality that only exists within our dreams. That supreme being I'm referring to is me, your conscience. I am your spirit, your energy, your best friend and enemy. That positive mental attitude that stimulates you mentally. I am the voice that lies deep, the light in darkness when you can't see. I'm the reason you keep going in life and don't stop in order to live free. I am your conscience. I put the unobtainable things within reach. The unexplainable things can now speak. I animate your body and give it life and rhythm so you can move to your own heartbeat. You see, I turn the negatives into a positive. Hit the reset button and anything derogative. Helping you out is my prerogative. If you grow, I grow, we grow together. That's cognitive. You see, when you're asleep, I'm awake. Your nights are my days. When you rest, I play. But when I think, you say, I am your conscience. You see, it's really important that you train and invest in getting your mind right. Because your future is determined from our experiences and hindsight. Listen to that inner voice. Because you do have a choice when making these decisions to stay on the right path and avoid a collision. When you're emotionally unstable and lose sight of your vision, that feeling in your gut is me, I'm called your intuition. You see, without me, there is no you. Without this one, there can never be two. And when the physical being no longer walks the earth, it is I, your conscience, who rises from the dirt. I am your conscience. Thank you.
I rehearsed and I was perfectly timed as well. I just got the track on YouTube today.
Yeah, man. I'm actually, I don't know. I'm just trying to feel out the crowd and just kind of just go with the flow. I'm gonna take you on a journey.
Come on.
Thank you, my love.
No problem.
Do we have anyone? Alright, let's go. I'm just gonna go left here. Who likes sex? Nah, don't. Who likes sex? Wow, no one likes sex there. Wow, no one likes sex. Thank you. Okay, cool. Alright, cool.
That's the corner there.
Alright, cool.
That's demon time over there.
That's okay, cool. So I'm the only one who likes sex. Alright, cool. Whatever. Alright. It's not taboo. We're all adults in there, man. Thank you. Alright, now I'm gonna do a piece. I've never actually performed this piece live. Yeah, this piece is called Sex Addict. Yeah, I've wanted to try a little. I've never done erotic poetry before.
Oh yeah.
Nah, I haven't. So yeah, I'm gonna try something.
Yeah, we here for it.
It's a track called One in a Million.
Okay, it's that Leah.
Yeah.
That Aaliyah song.
Is it that?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it justice.
Let's have that jazz.
Alright. Turn me down a little bit. Alright, so this is called Sex Addict. Alright, Kevin, let's go. Alright, here we go. You see, I think I'm a sex addict. I wanna fuck so much even after I've just had it. After the first round, I'm gonna tell her to go lie down because she can't stand it. This ain't me being arrogant now. I'm just being candid. You see, I can never go faster, go.
Sorry. Alright, let's go again. Let's go again from the top. Let's go again from the top. Here we go. Let's go again from the top. Stop it. Alright. I love sex.
I think that was a statement. That's not what that wasn't even a poem.
You see, I think I'm a sex addict.
Yeah.
I don't want to fuck so much even after I've just had it. After the first round, I'm gonna tell her to go lie down because she can't stand it. This ain't me being arrogant now. I'm just being candid. You see, it's either go hard or go home. And why can I go fast or go slow? When I dig deep, she grabs the bed sheets because I touched her mind, body, and soul. She pulls me close and whispers in my ear, Terrell, give me more. Okay, open up, let me slide in. I don't scuba dive, but I'm a dive in. You a dick jockey because you riding. There's no need for you to clock watch because I'ma put the time in.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm down with the foreplay. Kissing, touching, licking, sucking, that's a minimum of 4 ways. I'ma need you from Thursday through to Sunday, the bare minimum of 4 days. And if I text you when the check's due, your only reply should be, of course, babes. Of course, babes. How about we make a sex tape for our next date? Fred Flintstone bedrock, make your legs shake. But like kissing on your neck bone, keep your head straight. No, it's not my birthday, but yeah, I still eat that cake. She tells me it's mine. Facing her future, but looks back at her past because of how I hit it from behind. She knows I'm about to go deep. As I firmly place my hands around her butt cheeks, my rubble tongue, but for now she can't speak. I pour her in 7 different positions, guaranteed to make her weak. She loves my deep stroke. She ties her hair up to let me know she's going down to give me that deep throat. Our first sexual encounter, let's just see how we cope. She definitely likes my fire and I definitely want all her smoke. You see, my sex game is pure passion. I'm not a director, but I'm a director because it's lights, camera, action. I play my role, she likes the role play, we both love acting. She lets me know she loves the show, round of applause with some booty clapping. Best believe I make shit happen. You see, the harder she throws it back, I take a firmer grip. I reach one hand around and start to rub her clit. The other hand moves up and slowly towards her tits. Right now we're both addicts that are currently getting their fix. We're now at that point of climax where you and I are about to bust. I'm going in like a surgeon, I'm talking rearranging their guts. My addiction is normal, some people find it nuts. Making love is cool, but sometimes I just like to fuck. Sex addict. Thank you. Yo, it's funny, bro. You're absolutely funny, man. Yeah, let's I'm gonna keep it in the same kind of lane. Alright, let's go next. Okay. So obviously we've survived the pandemic, yeah? This is something that obviously affected a lot of people. And what I learned from this pandemic was to shoot my shot and take my chances. So if there's anyone in here who's in pursuit of a male or a female, you know, and go and speak to that person, because you just, the worst they can say is no. And if they say no, just come back tomorrow. It might not be right there. Persistence is key. So I performed this piece before, but actually I love doing this piece. So the story is this. There's a guy who's in a coffee shop.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, I love this piece. Yeah, the guy's in a coffee shop, and every day he goes to this coffee shop and he has breakfast. And this woman comes into the cafe every morning, but he never speaks to this woman. But on this particular day, yeah, big man. He's gonna talk to her today. So this piece is called Excuse Me, Miss. Can you go, I think it's track 2.
Chris Brown.
No, stop throwing me off. Yeah, let's go, yeah. Alright, here we go. So this is called Excuse Me, Miss. Alright. L-O-V-E. 4 letters I want to give to you in order for you to get to know me. You see, this love thing is deep. It's so powerful that even the blind can see, and those who struggle to find the words are given the words to speak. Now my favorite sound is our heartbeat. From the very moment I heard it was the moment I decided I can't leave. You see, I wanted a forever ship. The most strongest boat in the world, because that means it will never sink. Our timeline is timeless, that means our clock will forever tick. Talk. My heart beats for her, that means it will never stop. Can you hear it? The closer she gets, the faster it beats, because my heart knows that she's near it. Excuse me, miss. Now, my name's Terrell, and I usually wouldn't do this, but the truth is I think you're amazing. I want to love you in so many different ways and stare into your eyes like the stars up above I were gazing. But first, let's start with your name. Let me guess. It's Angel. Because to me, you were heaven sent. And that's why we have rainy days, because God's still upset about the day that you left. But it's okay. Because He guided you to me. You see, I definitely got all that honey, and you're definitely my queen bee. These emotions run deep, and I'm drowning in your deep sea. I can usually stand up strong, but for you, I get weak in the knees. Oh, you like that? It's funny when you looked over, I never thought you would smile back. And that's what made me approach you. Despite the butterflies in my stomach, I still wanted to get to know you. You see, in my head we're already an item. I guess I found my true love where some people never find her. But I found you. Forgive me for walking in circles, I just want to be around you. You like kids? Yeah, me too. How about we name the boy after me and the girl after you? Better yet, we can have a whole tribe. Our New Year's, Christmas, birthdays, that would be a whole vibe. TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, we can do a whole live. Rather than post you on my stories with you, I want to spend my whole life. You see, right now I'm happy, but I can be happier. The driver's seat is taken and I don't need someone in my passenger. You're definitely your boss and I can be your manager. You tell me that you love me and say, Terrell, I can see the man in you. This is so picture perfect. Today I picked a winner without even making a purchase. My most prized possession, I can show you what your worth is. I can go even deeper because I'm barely touching the surface. Okay. Let me say something. Because I'm doing all of this talking. But in reality, I'm saying nothing. Shit. She's gone. I guess I took too long. She was arms length from front of me, but I guess I never held on. Where she went, nobody knows. Hopefully next time, I won't keep my fucking eyes closed. I'm good for time. You good? Yeah, alright, cool. Alright, let's go with, obviously it was Black History Month yesterday, but it's Black History Month every day.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So we're gonna go with this one. Kenny, we're just gonna freestyle. I'm just gonna get some shit off my chest. Yeah, so just, yeah, something. Alright. Alright, let's talk about some shit. Alright. You ready? Oh, you just got plucked. Oh, see, okay.
I might.
Okay, cool. Right. You see, I thought it was actions that speak louder than words. But nobody's taking action, so let me speak up louder in order for those actions to be heard. You see, racism isn't born, that's a behavior that is learned. We've been on the receiving end for far too long, so now it feels like it's our turn. You see, this is payback for a price that we never wanted to pay. Although it happened way back, it's still happening today. Now, some of you was afraid that we would find our voice and the words to say, but all eyes are on you, so now you can't look away. You see, it was never us but you who threw that first stone. And this so-called place that you call home is lit with the bones of both kings and queens that you overthrown. And now you're starting to see that what you done wasn't right, and we're the ones who wanted to be left alone. You see that fear you have of us, that's deep-rooted to your guilt. Because we really had enough of our people being killed. It's everyone versus us, and that's just how black people feel. It's been over 400 years, so time doesn't always heal. Because we took you into our homes, and then you burned all of our villages. You enslaved my brothers and sisters to make sure there were no witnesses. You erased all of our history to replace them with your images, and that's my definition if you wonder what white privilege is. You see, slavery is as real today as it was back then, because it still claims the lives of innocent black men. White people don't hide, speak up for your black friend. This ain't about black and white, nah, this is us against them. You see, I got a question for the racists. Why do you get so angry at a black person with a raised fist? You see, that statement was rhetorical, so before you speak, let me just say this. We're not out for revenge, but we do want the world to change this. You see, you get to go free whilst I get stopped and searched. You get handled with care, I'm lying face down on a curb. You physically abuse and mentally destroy us with your words to the point where we've lost our identity and forgotten our self-worth. Now, I'm one of the dopest humans on earth, but you already knew that. My skin is a gift I was given from birth, and that's a true fact. It's so rich because it came from the dirt, that's why it stays black, so no, you can't tell me my worth because I've changed it. You see, I'm a dark king. And this dark skin is covered with the art of ancestral markings to remind me of those that lived before me in passing. So let's celebrate the past so that their future is everlasting. And every word I say has a piece of me because I put my heart in it. You see, how to be black, that's just something that's just written in our essence. Loads of people have the recipe, but we still own the method. It's funny how we get taught when they're the ones who need the lessons. How can you ask me for an answer with no knowledge of the question? You see, I know my identity, so I can now appear visible for them to see. Because I've always been an ally, never once been an enemy, so stop trying to kill and wanting to put an end to me. You see, I'm a conscious black man. And that's why I never take a knee in order to make a stand. I don't need to raise my fist in order to give a hand, but I definitely take them tears off my can'ts and turn them into I can. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I've been to